The San Francisco 49ers travel to Green Bay to face the Packers in Wild Card Weekend's final game. San Francisco is a 2.5-point favorite on BETDAQ, 47.5 the total here. Now the Niners did end Green Bay's season last year. They beat them again in Week 1 of this season, but both those games were in San Francisco. This game in Green Bay, the frozen tundra. And frozen tundra is certainly appropriate in this case. If you haven't heard, game time temperature expected to be right around negative 10 degrees Fahrenheit with a wind chill of, get this, negative 51 degrees. That would make it the coldest game in NFL history, colder than the famed Ice Bowl. Now, I'm a native Floridian. I know nothing about cold weather, but I read some sort of winter weather advisory they have in Green Bay for Sunday that said if you have exposed skin outside for a half hour, you could come down with frostbite. So I'm not sure the conditions are going to be safe. I know the conditions aren't going to be conducive to passing the football, and that seems like it would hurt the home team. San Francisco does not pass the ball very much or very well. They're 31st in the NFL in passing offense, but they can really run the ball. That Frank Gore-led rushing attack, 3rd in the NFL in rush yards per game. The Packers not very good at defending the run or the pass. Their defense has been atrocious lately. The Packers' last 10 games, let me just read you off their points allowed in their last 10 games. The Packers have allowed 31, 27, 27, 27, 26, 40, 21, 36, 38, and 28 points in their last 10 games. They just can't stop anybody. So I don't expect them to stop this San Francisco offense. That is 11th in the league in points scored. The question is, will the Green Bay offense be able to put up points here? Will they be able to match the Niners score for score? There's hope now that Aaron Rodgers is back after missing 7 weeks with that broken collarbone. But you'd have to think Rodgers is a little bit rusty, and the 49ers defense going to be very, very different from what he saw last week when he faced the Chicago Bears. For that reason, I do have a San Francisco lean in this situation. Now, this game was the toughest of the 4 for me to handicap because the Rodgers situation just puts a whole lot of uncertainty into it. You look at Green Bay over the second half of the season, they were not very good, but that's mostly because Rodgers was not in the lineup. And I don't know, if Rodgers had been playing for the last few weeks and I felt like he was going to be really sharp, I might feel differently about this game. The weather's what sealed it for me. Even though the game is in Green Bay, San Francisco is a team that seems to be more built for the cold weather. And this weather sounds like it's going to be so cold. I mean, the temperatures are going to be downright extreme. So I like the team with the better defense that can run the football. That means I like the San Francisco 49ers in this situation to win and cover the 2.5-point number.